Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Ainin and I'm a Part 1 Net-centric student from RCS 25118A. In this video, I will share about the conversion between number bases with decimal. In this video, I will focus on decimal to octal conversion and octal back to decimal. Before we go into this conversion, I will explain what is the decimal system because this is very important to understand the concept. So, let's start. First, let me explain about number system. A number system is a way to represent numbers using a specific base. The base tells us how many digits are used in that system, and it also determines the value of each place in a number. In other words, the base helps us understand how numbers are formed and how we calculate their meaning based on their position. Now, let us differentiate between base 10 and base 8. The most commonly used number system in daily life is the decimal system, which is base 10. It uses powers of 10 for each place value, such as 1, 10, 100, and 1000, and so on. This system uses 10 digits, which are 0 to 9. Each time we move one place to the left, the value becomes 10 times bigger. Meanwhile, the octal system is base 8, and it uses powers of 8 for each place value, such as 1, 8, 64, 512, and so on. This system only uses 8 digits, which are 0 to 7. This means digits like 8 and 9 cannot be used in octal number because they do not exist in base 8. Another major difference between this system is how we interpret the numbers. For example, the number 10 in base 10 means 10, but 10 in base 8 means 8 in decimal. This shows that the same symbol can represent different values depending on the base used. So, do you understand the difference between base 10 and base 8? In terms of digits allowed and place value powers, it becomes easier to perform number bases conversion correctly. This knowledge is also important in computing and digital systems, where different spaces like octal are often used. Alright, now let's do the calculation session. So, let's start. Alright, now we will do the first conversion, which is decimal to octal. So, the decimal number for this calculation is 357.625 base 10. Whenever we need to convert a number with a decimal point, we must separate it into two parts, which is integer and fraction. First, we need to convert the number before the decimal point, which is 357. Since the octal is base 8, we need to divide everything by 8. So, 357 divided by 8 is 44. And they have a remainder is 5. 5 at here is what we call as remainder. (44) divided by 8 is 5, and the remainder is 4. 5 divided by 8 is 0, and the remainder is 5. When the quotient becomes 0, this is our signal to stop the dividing. And no more steps after this. Now, we take the reminders and read them
from bottom to top. So the answer is 5, 4, 5. Now we do the calculation of the fractions. Next, we convert the number after the decimal point, which is fraction. 0.6 to 5. We need to multiply by 8. 0.6 to 5 multiplied by 8 is the answer is 5.000. Because the decimal part is already 0, we need to stop multiply. And that means we are done for the fraction conversion. Now, we combine the two both parts together. And the answer is 545.5 base 8. This is how you convert decimal to octal. Now, let's do the second conversion, which is octal back to decimals. The number is 545.5 base 8 to decimal. You need to remember, in octal, the place value are power of 8. So, let's do the conversion. 545.5 base 8. The left side, we need to start from the left side. 8 power of 0, 8 power of 1, 8 power of 2, and we next to the fraction part, 8 power of negative 1. You need to remember the digit close to the decimal point on the left is always powered by 0. This one. Now, we multiply each digit by its corresponding power of 8. So, 5 multiplied by 8 power of 2 plus 5, 4 multiplied by 8 power of 1, 5 multiplied by 8 power of 0 plus 5 multiplied by 8 power of negative 1. So you calculate all of these things. 320 plus 32 plus 5 plus 0.625. So you need to notice that x0 is always equal to 1. So the answer is 367.625 base decimal. This is the proof that our conversion earlier was correct.
So, do you understand how to do the calculation method? Let's take a look to the conclusion. Overall, number-based conversion is an essential skill for computing and networking students. Thank you for watching. Bye!